Welcome back to J Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. Let's go ahead and see how your weekend is rocking. Alright, we're going to dive on in to the overall crypto markets. We're going to talk about the charts, and then we're going to rock with you, get with you inside the chat. Get all the socials, get all the information so you can know, be in the know, and ride with us. Don't forget to swing by the socials, and don't forget to hit it where you get it. Alright? You can drop the links for everybody pushing out there so we can go ahead and see what we got going on in the house for all you guys. Shout outs to you guys, mad love and respect. Swing by, alright, and rock with it. And we're gonna drop it and we're gonna get into it just so you guys can see the love throughout the community, baby. Alright, mad love to all you guys that are rocking and pushing in all socials across the board. And I got some bullish news to give for you guys to check something out. Alright, so as you know, we're using CMC CoinMarketCap, the go-to spot for your crypto prices and much more. Alright, so today's overall cryptocurrency market cap is $1,069.5 billion. 24-hour volume is 24.6 billion. Bitcoin dominance 48.1%. Ethereum dominance 19.4. Gas right now on the Ethereum network is 14 GUI. So time to get those transactions moving on the blockchains. The global crypto market 1.07 trillion, up today 0.83, moving on the weekend because of the bullish end of the week that we had. All right, big daddy of them all coming in, Bitcoin coming at $26,507. Past 24 hours, 0.8% to the upside, $514 billion market cap, $11.2 billion in volume. Ethereum coming in at $1,727. Past 24 hours, 0.7% towards the upside, $207.7 billion market cap, $4.9 billion in volume. USDT, we are watching this inch, okay? The market cap on USDT right now is at 83.5 billion. So the issuing and the utilization of the stablecoin USDT Tether, all right, a lot of controversy around it, and diving into it, but you can see that it's moving on itself, going on towards the upside. All right, BNB, Binance, now at $245.25. Past 24 hours, 2.63% towards the upside, $38.2 billion market cap, $455 million in volume. All right, your second biggest stablecoin, USDC coin, all right, $28.3 billion market cap, $2.5 billion in volume. All right, I didn't tell you the volume on USDT, $17 billion in volume. So we always look when we see the volume and we see what is the volume on the top two, and then paying attention to what people are doing as far as the dominance levels, and that's when we hop into the charts so you guys can see that. XRP, a lot of bullish news for XRP happening out there. All right, central bank digital coin, Ripple Net Network, transfer of value, and much, much more. And we've been watching this and we talk about it. And as you guys already know, it's something that be held in the portfolio. XRP now at 48 cents. Past 24 hours, 1.9% towards the upside, $24.9 billion market cap, $657 million in volume. Cardano, all right, at 26 cents. Past 24 hours, 1.5% towards the upside, $9.3 billion market cap, $174 million in volume. All right, Dogecoin at 6 cents. Past 24 hours, 0.4% towards the upside, $38.6 billion market cap, $155 million in volume. Okay, Tron has been making its way into into the top 10, all right, that everybody talks about. Oh, yeah, you're top 10. Tron's sitting now at 7 cents, past 24 hours, 1.3% towards the upside, okay, $6.4 billion market cap, $134 million in volume. Sitting at your 10 spot, Solana, $15.68, past 24 hours, 2.4% towards the upside, $6.2 billion market cap, $208 million in volume. Matic is now sitting at that number 11 spot at 61 cents, past 24 hours, 4.2% towards the upside, $5.7 billion market cap, $412 million in volume. And then, as you know, we look at Litecoin. Litecoin, $77.19, past 24 hours, 1.4% towards the upside, $5.6 billion market cap, $278 million in volume. And then let's swing on down to the other two stable coins. Actually, DAI, look at that. DAI is moving above BUSD. DAI stablecoin now has $4.6 billion market cap, $100 million in volume. All right. BUSD, okay, sitting now $4.2 billion market cap, $1.8 billion in volume. And for the Shiba heads out there, Shiba is now back over that $4 billion market cap. It's up 2% in the past 24 hours. All right. And we're at 00 and then 06925 and $58 million on Shiba Inu. Top meme coin as market cap. But let's go ahead, and as you know, we've been comparing and looking at these volumes. And look at this. Pepe, okay, moving up in the ranks with its market cap, all right, $393 million market cap, $146 million in volume. So it's making its way. We're going to pay attention and we're going to watch and see how these memes are going to be as the market changes its course, okay? So we swing into all the different top prices and much, much more. So a 1% move would be nice on the day to see what we close out for the day, depending on where you are, okay? We hop into the charts. First chart I'm looking at is we're talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, big daddy of them all. You are looking at the 1 hour chart for Bitcoin, and the indicator that I'm utilizing is Trader's Reality, all right? It is perfect. It is coded to give us all of the different indications that we need to know in the market, all right? The market is a marketplace, okay? The busiest times of day are during the trading sessions in the stock markets, okay? When money is moving for the most volatile points. And as you can see, the different boxes give me the different times of day. So basically, like that red box right here is New York, and you can see right during the New York at the open is when we started pushing and pumping, okay? And now we're into the weekend, all right? And you can see the different sessions here of how they go. But when we get into the week in our weekly videos, that's when we talk about that much more, all right? We're looking at these moving averages, okay? And see where we're sitting at Bitcoin right now, all right? Psychological levels, all right, for this week. Okay, so tomorrow is a new ending weekly candle for Bitcoin. So we are sitting above the psychological high, which was coming in for the week because of the push in the market. Now, this was happening because of the news of BlackRock filing for a ETF, spot ETF, okay? And if this does happen and come through for Bitcoin, there's going to be a lot of volatility and movement and flow, cash flow into Bitcoin, and it is going to be actually beneficial for the long term for all the different institutions and portfolio management companies to have the spot ETF Bitcoin on portfolios, all right? We're sitting below this 800 EMA, and that's acting as a resistance right now. 26,630, okay, is a level that I was looking at that is going to be pushing and providing a lot of resistance for us in the market. So that is something I'm going to pay attention to if we do come back to type those levels. Oh, you can see the psychological ranges are actually recalculating themselves right now, checking out with the way the markets are moving, all right? So we're above the 50 EMA, okay? And I also am utilizing the RSI, and you can see the RSI, we did come into some top areas, and it's cooling off a bit. which we actually wanted to see, because are we going to trade sideways as the RSI comes down, and where are we going to be going? Okay, so we are paying attention to that on these time frames with the charts. Okay, the 50 did cross back over the 200, all right, which is something I want to see. And then I also want to see, are we going to break above that resistance level at that 800 EMA, all right, and then start closing candles above that, and then we would wait for a retest, as you guys know that have been following and rocking out with us. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour chart. All right, as you see, when we wicked out, we came down into the bottoms. Okay, and during the sessions, actually with the news, okay, for Bitcoin, and you know, supporting and you know, holding down Bitcoin, we are making higher lows on the 4-hour. Okay, the 200 EMA is at that 26,630 level. Okay, so that is our resistance area, but we are actually in somewhat of an uptrend, okay, on this 4-hour, but we do have these vector candles that we need to pay attention to. All right, the 50 EMA did cross over to 800, but it crossed back above it, which is bullish in that regard. All right, but the 50 EMA at the 26K level, even a little bit more than 26K, could be a revisited area as far as moving averages. But on the 4-hour, the RSI, and let me just explain this, I guess, you know, so you can understand. See that yellow line here? We're above with this line, okay? So we are trading in a, you know, upward, more buying into the markets. So we're going to be paying attention to the RSI. So we could actually, on these longer time frames, come into some over broad areas. All right, so we're paying attention to that as we are going along. Okay, so that's something that we wanted to show you guys that's happening out there in the market. Okay, all right, so in your long-term outlook on the daily, and we talked about this in the past couple videos, okay, we did close and wick out below that 200 EMA level, but we're back above it, okay? The 50 is sitting at the 26,880 range, all right? And that's resistance on the longer time frame daily. So if we do actually see some bullish action momentum into the markets, all right, coming into the rest of the weekend, into tomorrow, and then seeing where the weekly close happens, okay, and where are we going to close these next daily candles at, all right? We were in this downtrend, okay, somewhat of a channel coming down, but we broke out of that, so it's definitely bullish in that regard. RSI, okay, we can see that we've been sitting mid-range, and it did cross over on the daily, heading to more buying in the markets. Now, something that you look at is the Bitcoin dominance. What are people doing? People are buying into, right now, the dips that happen with Bitcoin. People are accumulating more and more Bitcoin. The whales are out there buying. That's why you're seeing dominance levels peaking, okay? Coming into a 50% almost of the market, of the total market, okay? So Bitcoin accounts for half of the total market for crypto, all right? USDT dominance, okay? When we had those dips and actually the big fluctuations that we had in all those coins this past week, all right? People were trading into USDT, okay, holding USDT on the sidelines, and then as you can see now in the past two closed candles into today, all right, you can see people are moving and laddering back into their cryptos of their choice, okay? So that's something that we pay attention to, all right? So today, all right, we're actually up 9.47 billion on the day, coming back into the crypto market. All right, this is the overall crypto market cap, okay, at that 1.03 trillion, okay, and we are at and breaking out of almost of this channel that we were pulling towards the downside, okay. The 200 EMA is at 1.06 trillion, So if we do see some bullish momentum in closing on these candles, this is a good thing for Bitcoin, as you see out there in the markets, okay? So it's something that we are paying attention to. All right, let's see what people are doing with their precious metals and golds. Okay, so basically after these peak highs, it's a heavy support level at, $1,955 level for gold. So we're going to pay attention to see this week if people are going to pull back out of their into other assets, riskier assets, because they utilize gold as a safe haven. And we're going to start seeing a lot of different stuff happening for Bitcoin because of the news that's out there. All right, the dollar index DXY has been pulling towards the downside, okay, which is giving us that that push in the stock markets. Now I'm going to show you the S&P index. All right, has been on a rip, and this is on the daily, so we're looking at more of a longer term. Okay, so we are actually back into those territories, breaking above these resistance levels. All right, so it's something to pay attention to. We are pretty extended from some of these moving averages, so I would expect a retrace back to moving averages, because that's exactly how the charts work out there. RSI into overbought territory and turning back in. So that is something that we're going to pay attention to for the week. Bitcoin on the weekly close, okay. All right, yeah, I'll just use this chart. So on the weekly close, we didn't want to close below that 50 moving average, all right? So we are back above that, but we are not as far as into the clear for me to say, hey, full on bullish, all right, for Bitcoin, because I do want to see this week come in if we're going to have some bullish momentum, but only time will tell, okay? So that is overall, and then that's rocking on your daily. Let's go ahead and show you Ethereum. Ethereum right now on the daily chart, longer term outlook, we're talking on the weekend, 1,730. We're right at that 200 EMA level, okay? And I want to see, are we going to close this day out, okay, with a bullish close? And that's something that I would pay attention to as far as the market goes, okay? So that's something that I want to pay attention to for Ethereum, all right? And, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. It's your weekend updates, and rocking for you guys over here. So that's something that we want to pay attention to. That 800, because the 50 did cross back over to 800 at $1,820 level. That would be a next bullish target that I would be looking for on Ethereum. BNB in the house, 245, okay? And you can see as on the daily, because of the news and stuff that was happening in the markets, okay? So the SEC did come to an agreement with Binance BNB, so we could actually see some heavy volatility coming into this week, and then also depending on how the overall crypto market's performing. But we want to see Ethereum coming back up towards that 280 level and hitting those 300 levels, okay? So that's something that we really want to pay attention to, all right? And then we actually turned back up on the RSI, and all that FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt is out of the market for BNB. Don't forget to swing by Twitter, follow, like. Guys, check out Butane Network, all right? We got a video that we have out there talking about it. They are rocking and pushing, building out there. This is something that you should really pay attention to as far as the market goes. Straight up blockchain, all right? BSC alternative, fast, easy transactions, a launch pad, a DEX, okay? Definite, awesome ROI, return on investments, okay? And you can see, look at that, 28.3% towards the upside. Healthy chart, healthy trading, and something that you should actually pay attention to and take a look at. And as far as building, because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening in that regard, you guys can swing by and check out that chat and check out all of our social chats, all right? So we can get what we got to do. And as you can see, lit chat, and we have flames, and we have Gaspad out there, which is awesome for the crypto market. So this is something that you should be paying attention to. All right, BNB, your Doge at your 6 cent. Okay, after we had some sell-offs on Doge, so it is a resistance level at 6 cents, but will the bulls take hold? And this, the next one that we want to talk about is we just want to go ahead and look at Matic. All right, so look at that, 61 cent right now. All right, and this is on the daily long-term Okay, that 80-cent level would be a next bullish target. But I always say on the longer term, if you're investing, I would always say grab your opportunities when we are well below these moving averages. All right, like when we actually came below on sell-off periods here. Perfect opportunity if you were picking and picking up here and selling at tops. Paying attention to where we are on the charts and where the price is moving to for traders. Long-term investors want to grab it when we are well below those moving average areas. All right, so that's something that you want to pay attention to as far as portfolio management. So on the daily, all right, in the cards, everybody was bearish, thinking something crazy was going to happen, but no, we actually have some good news that came out in the markets for Bitcoin, and that is definitely beneficial for us to get with it. Guys, don't forget to hit that like, okay? Don't forget to sub to the channel. Don't forget to swing by Twitter. Don't forget to hit it and get with it with all the different information and feeds we got going out there. There's some awesome sales pushing out there. So if you have any questions or you want to know what's going on, you can swing by and ask more. All right? Okay, guys, you've been chilling with Jay Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and money.